Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on BTC USD. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market is testing a very strong level of previous monthly support and demand here, which the market is currently once again testing as support and demand. And what we can expect is for the market to potentially reject this area to the upside, possibly even for the creation of a new monthly higher high. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, here in the weekly, we can see how the market has now broken and closed above this very strong previous weekly resistance, which is now turned support here. And what we can expect is for the market to retest this previous resistance turn support and then to potentially create a rejection to the upside to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if we drop down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, here on the daily, we can see how the market has in fact created a very strong impulse to the upside. Now, in general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we do that, we can see how we have at 0.32 Fibonacci retracement lining up exactly with this previous resistance here, which is now turned support and demand at this area. And what we can expect is for the market to retest this previous resistance turn support and then to potentially get rejected to the upside. So, if the market will actually provide a correction to this area, how we could be approaching this potential longing opportunity. Now, as usual, we have to be reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames. So the way in which we could be approaching this is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective instead of this area waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, only at that point we could be looking for this potential long with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the upside and for the market to complete this potential impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis education and update, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.